The honourable member for Leduc-Beaumont-Devon, followed by the honourable member for Airdrie-Chestermere.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm very frustrated that there are still parts of our province that are left with poor access to high-speed internet service, and in some cases, none at all. I represent an area comprising parts of Camrose and Leduc counties where this service, access to the internet, is very poor. To the Minister of Service Alberta, Mr. Minister, it seems that no action has been taken place recently on this file for quite some time. Are you finally going to do something to bring parts of rural Alberta into the 21st century and ensure that unconnected Albertans have access to?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, at present, 3.3 million, or 94% of Albertans, have access to high-speed internet through private service initiatives and strategic government infrastructure. Now, Mr. Speaker, we're committed to taking this up to 98%, and to find that remaining 4%, Mr. Speaker, we are pinpointing reasons as to why some people are not receiving service today. And, Mr. Speaker, we will bring forth solutions that are cost-effective and that can be executed in a very timely fashion.
The honourable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, again to the same minister. Given that our government is now forecasting a significant deficit, and with continued efforts to balance the budget, can the minister assure this House that this important initiative will not disappear from the government's radar screen?
The honourable minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I can assure the member of the House and all Albertans that this is a priority of this Premier and our government. Mr. Speaker, we are committed to a thriving rural Alberta community. Mr. Speaker, we will deliver on this promise. We will make sure our rural communities are thriving and have access to high-speed internet to capitalize on every technology that the rest of Albertans have at their disposal.
The honourable member.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And again to the same minister. Will this minister leverage the SuperNet in his efforts to close the service gap, considering that all Albertans have invested millions of dollars in building this vital piece of communications infrastructure?
The honourable minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Alberta is a leader by creating the SuperNet, Mr. Speaker. 429 communities throughout this province, Mr. Speaker, have fibre optic in the ground, Mr. Speaker. We are a leader across not just Canada, but internationally, Mr. Speaker. We will capitalize on that technology, Mr. Speaker. We will make sure that that infrastructure that we've put in place is best utilized, Mr. Speaker, and we come forth with the most productive, cost-effective solutions moving forward.